I was sitting at my PC in the evening and thinking of new ways to hate on everyone's favorite racing game, as I usually do. When suddenly, BAM! I just love these surprises, especially for games like this one. For anyone wondering, yes, this is the newest part of the crew. Why this does look so familiar and why this iteration could still deliver is coming up next. And with that, welcome back to Overtake. Yes, you heard that correctly. After nearly 5 years, another The Crew title will hit the shelves in a couple of months. The name of the game is The CREW MOTORFEST, not to mistake with MotorStorm or Wreckfest. I feel like it is Christmas all over again, and we are getting treated with a barrage of trailers and reveals for racing games so far. First Forza Motorsport from Microsoft last week, and now Forza Horizon 6. Oh wait. Haters would say a lot of the scenes visible in the trailer for Motorfest almost look exactly like Forza Horizon 5. But I fully disagree. I mean, maybe. If you take a laser-focused look, then it could maybe seem a bit like Forza Horizon in minor parts. But aside from the obvious similarities to the Forza franchise, fans of the CREW series can hope for a new beginning. After the first, the CREW was one of the better arcade racers of the past decade. The second title didn't get as much love from the fanbase and players as before. The main points the CREW 1 had going for them was an awesome storyline, with interactive movie-like scenes and a pretty darn huge map. A lot of it carried over to title number 2, but fans were disappointed with the bland storytelling and an all-around less appealing package. Although the map was still humongous. With a lot of questions in mind going into the Motorfest reveal, does the trailer answer them as well? To be quite honest, the trailer for the CREW Motorfest is a bit of a nothing burger when it comes to actual hands-on facts about the game. According to the website and the footage, honestly, Motorfest will introduce a new location to players. The game will depart the US mainland and focus mainly on Hawaii. Funnily enough, that was also the setting for the first test drive game back in 2006, which is a franchise that the CREW publisher, Ubisoft, also owns now. So a good 17 years after that classic released, Ubisoft seems to be in a hunt for a revival. If the next trailer does feature gambling, however, we know that there's something wrong. One of the few other hints the CREW Horizon dropped that leads to concrete evidence is that there is a very wide variety of cars racing in the trailer, from classic to electric supercars to SUVs and the standard luxury vehicles. As the CREW 2 featured over 500 cars, this could be a hint that this time we may even see an even bigger roster of rides. Something certainly worth mentioning is that Motorfest could be the main focus of a storyline, something like a festival that the main player has to win in order to gain fame or money. Maybe that is working a bit too diligently in my job as detective, but who knows. A thing I have seen many people talk about is the mediocre graphics visible in the trailer. I know I'm usually not the biggest proponent of showing off your best shaders in marketing, only to have them spaghetti in the final version, but some of the scenes do look sus. It is sad to see that we notice these things, but you have to keep in mind that trailers are often supposed to be the cream of the crop of material the game can offer. When there are some rendering fails even in that, it does feel kind of weird. Something we will surely look for in future reveals is getting some more insight into how racing works in the newest The CREW. Will it go back to the roots, or will we see some new features to adapt to the change in terrain? A final piece of information we got is that the players will be able to participate in an insider program, most likely a beta-esque environment. If that is the case and actual player feedback can be used to further the final version, I am looking at this in a very positive light. Maybe some die-hard The CREW fans will be able to make their voices heard this way. The mock-up of the insider program also shows that it will begin at the start of February and the numbers go all the way to 6, which could mean a potential release in June of this year. All of the investigation aside, I am still a bit torn on this one. The trailer is damn close to a copyright violation of FH5, but it also shows a potential early stage of the game. But I am hopeful that with a bit of time and the insider program, the CREW Motorfest could really be something worth looking at. I will wait for further trailers and reveals until I make a final verdict though. If you found anything interesting in the trailer, make sure to drop a comment down below so we know what to look out for when rewatching it. We did a similar trailer reaction last week for Forza Motorsport. You may want to take a look at that here. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time, and until then, Cheerio.